Hello. This is Tayu, your emotional support edible. I'm very tired. Hello, how the heck are you doing? Hi. Hello. Gosh, what's up? Hellcat, congrats on being first Crystal High. Omni Storyteller, hello, welcome in. You came in swinging. You already subbed and everything. Did you get a random gift sub and then we're like, whoa, who the fuck is this? Is that what happened? Hi, welcome in. And yes, thank you for the stretch. I could have done that before. Oh god, instead of letting you all see how cursed my neck looks when I do this. I got a sub a while ago and thought to follow. Well, I'm glad. Glad to have you here. Hello. Trash Rat, hello! How are you doing? And Sunshine Warcrime, hi. that is a hell of a name. How are we all? I'm so tired, y'all. I went to the gym for the first time since I got my food poisoning thing. And, ooh. I'm still feeling it. Dear me. Yeah, I dabble in being a fish. You know, I'm a VTuber. I'm very flexible. I love that. Booble, blubbin' and booble boopala. Hello, hi AJ. How are you doing? Also, hi Jude. And hi Connie. And Matthew, hello, good afternoon. Sadly it's very late, so I won't be chatting that much. Aw, dear. You're in that time zone, are you? Oh man, I don't know, I feel like maybe I should stream fewer days but longer? Or something like that? You know, so we can have some people in the early time zones and some in the later time zones. It's taking its toll, yeah. Ay. But yeah, I hope I can provide some nice, comfy, going to bed vibes, you know? So, I guess, let's, talk about what we're doing today, huh? Who here has experience with art therapy? Raise your hands. It's kind of like art therapy, except that I'm not a therapist. Bragging rights. Finished heli survival training this week and got the wife to try beef tartare. Heli survival training? Like, surviving a helicopter? Surviving in a helicopter? Surviving being attacked by a helicopter? Wait, I said too many things, you can't just say yes. The downside about being able to reach the entire world is that you want to, but you can't, right? Surviving a heli crash, oh. Huh. Is that... okay, I assume that this means that you have a license to pilot a helicopter. As not just you being like, you know what? If I ever find myself in a helicopter, I want to be trained to survive a crash. I doubt that's it. Also, beef tartare, hell yeah. I don't know what that is. It sounds familiar, but I'm very unversed in food. Basically, if it doesn't involve like nerdy shit, you can assume, or nerdy shit, or like philosophy, I guess. I'm hearing double T. Huh? Is it because you are on YouTube too, or there shouldn't be two? Or is it because you're in the voice chat? It must be because you're in the voice chat. Yeah. I work in offshore oil, so everyone needs to know how to escape in a crash over water. Oh, I see. No. Yeah, Labate, what you were saying, like, the downside about being able to reach the entire world is that you want to, but you can't. That is so real. It's like, you know, that's the thing about being a VTuber. Like you kind of take on this form that transcends you and your limits, but you're still limited. You're still limited by being just a human behind that. Oh, Poot, forgot that Sunday. Oh no. Hi there, Musica. How are you doing? Yeah. Well, man, hang on, let me take a sip. And, yeah. So, let's just assume, I don't know, let's just assume that there's not gonna be a raid, like, anytime soon or anything. And, play the short to explain what we're doing today. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Hang on. Ooh. The one clip of yours intermittently stuck in my head, the one that goes something like, you have to prove you're worthy of the goat ears. Answer me these riddles 3. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? And who's a good boy? Who is a good boy? It's not me, I'm such a bad boy. Oh yeah. Anyway, hi. It's you? Hey. You are. Such a good boy. Such a little boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy too. You're such a good boy. AJ. My sleep schedule has been adjusted to before 12 a.m. and I'm screaming no. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm a good boy. I know. I just wanted to be cool. Also, Met. I saw. Oh, fancy French version of Met. How do you make Met fancy? It's literally just ground beef. Snug nap time. Hi there, Retro. Yeah, I'm so tired. So let's get to the thing. Let's get to the thing. So yeah, we're gonna figure out a subject. And then we'll have like half an hour to do the thing, to draw something about that subject, about like what feelings and thoughts we associate with it. And then then there's a nice little cool handy link in a pinned comment, which is right here. Nailed it. Good job. Get another leave. And yeah. And then we you submit those to that thing, and then we look at everyone's submissions and like try and connect with it through our own experiences. You cannot outpace me till you already had it open. Good job. Love the emotes, I'm glad. I need to update more of them and add some more that I like and stuff. No. And yeah, then you know, it's like an art therapy thing. It's kind of like art therapy. Take a deep breath, okay? that is also a good call regarding the subject, because like when I did that deep inhale and exhale just now, I also tried to not just do that like mechanically, but also get out of my head. It's like be mindful, be like paying attention to the sensation of the breathing, and getting out of my thoughts, out of that whole thought landscape. Because I've been having a rough time of it recently, which I think part of that is I was I've been in bad health, and then I start neglecting stuff like that. Like I had a whole streak going about doing mindfulness exercises every day, and then I didn't. And once you get into your head about like streamer numbers and whatnot, it's hard to get back out of it. Hello, I hope you're doing well too. Thank you for dropping by. And yeah, then things got a lot better when I went through like my post-stream posts. I had a lot of those to catch up on Blue Sky, which, by the way, since I mentioned it, if Taya's version of a rough time of it is 3 solid weeks of food poisoning, I don't feel so bad about my life anymore. Well, I mean, it's not 3 solid weeks. It's just, it was a couple of days, and then a bunch of time was just being like, Was it 3 weeks? Wasn't it just like 2? I don't even remember. But yeah, I went through those streams and got back to that Introspective Art stream where friggin' this guy over here, Hellcat, just made me cry. The absolute nerve. And like I had this moment of like stepping out of my head and being like, the world around me like looking a little bit clearer, like, oh yeah, wait, right, none of this number shit matters. It's just, yeah, it's like I'm me right here. And like God, I think next week I'm gonna try to have a stream where I start to learn the ukulele. I'm gonna try that. Ukulele? I need to figure out how to pronounce that. Because I got one specifically because like there was an art therapy session where this other patient talked about wanting to get rid of her instruments, like a ukulele and a guitar and stuff. And I started wondering, like, man, what would it feel like? Ukulele? Also, hi Otis, by the way. To quote Sunboy, the flow of time is convoluted. Who the heck is Sunboy? Is that like someone from Dune? Or a uke. No, I prefer Lily. That's what I named her. Lily. Yeah, I started imagining like, hi, the musica. What it would feel like just to play around on an instrument. It was like, man, maybe that's exactly what I need. Maybe that's like just this thing that's like, do not. I do got a Ko-Fi, yes. Solera of Astora. Oh, that guy. Okay, right, that makes sense. Hang on, let me try to figure out this thought. Yeah. I realized that it would be such a great way to, get out of my head, to connect to something more physical. Because like there's something to be said for like physical tasks like crocheting, that kind of thing, like creating something with your hands. But I feel like I've kind of locked myself out of that at this point. Like it's just I can't think of anything like that really feels like it meshes with anything that I'm interested in, that I really want to do with my life. But then like being able to create music, that would be amazing. Saved coffee for later. Oh, thank you. Learning guitar takes a lot of practice and trial and error. Yeah, that's why I took the ukulele. The wife got me making stained glass for a few months there. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it very much depends on like, a lot of things. Like, the fact that you started doing it with your wife, I feel like that's a thing that's gonna make it a lot easier to get into. A lot more just like a thing that you do with someone you love. And then, the actual thing itself is like kind of secondary. But yeah, just like for me, I'm so entrenched in just like, I don't know, wanting to do things that are like, I don't know how to put this. I doubt I would have picked it up by myself, yeah. But yeah. I wanna learn the ukulele, and maybe eventually I'll be able to play like some Rebecca Sugar songs. Do some, I could even learn how to love like you, that kind of thing. Ah, that would be wonderful. Yeah, or frickin' Time Adventure. God. If I could do that by myself without even needing like a karaoke version on YouTube. No. And just like, yeah, just the tactile nature of it and everything. Summer Over the Rainbow, yeah. Oh man. Those are some big shoes to fill though. Not that Rebecca Sugar's songs aren't big shoes. And it feels like more attainable. I don't know, I mean, no one's expecting me to be like frickin', what was his name? That legendary guy who died? The Hawaiian dude? I don't remember his name. Hi Windbreaker, how are you doing? So yeah, that would be my suggestion for the subject. Getting out of my head. Hang on, let me clear my throat. Israel Kamak. I had like an inkling that it was something with Israel or something, but yeah, I'm never gonna remember that last name. Kamakawi wo ole. Kamakawi wo ole. Something like that. As long as you're singing and playing from the heart, you're doing it right. Yeah. Okay. Clear throat. So yeah, does anyone else have any other suggestions for the subject? I get why they called him IZ. Maybe don't read out random stuff in chat in other languages. Nah. I'm pretty sure that is just his name. I get the concern, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that is in fact his name. Yeah. Hang on, let me grab this guy.
Bundesschliefen.
What? What? Bundesschliefen? What is Schliefen supposed to mean? Please tell me what you were trying to say there. Okay, you were just trying to German. Freestyle German. It's like stimming over text. Okay, fair enough. So no one is suggesting any other subjects? So do we just go with that? Getting out of my head as a subject? Can everyone vibe with that? Everyone ready to go? Ready to goat? Hang on. Sounds good? Okay. I had an idea. Oh. You did? You did? I'm sorry, I missed it. In the meantime, let me bring up the screen mirror. I could even learn how to Deutsche like you. Deutsche? Like multiple Germans? I don't know how you would go about doing that. I guess maybe with like dissociative identity disorder, a lot of things are possible. I wasn't sure if I should suggest it because you seem pretty excited about getting out of your head and it might not be relatable to everyone. What was it? What is it? How are we getting Teiyu outside of Teiyu? Well, I mean, we're kind of already doing that, aren't we? Considering that there's a Teiyu in front of the camera and on the screen. On multiple screens. It's like magic. So many Teiyus. The bottom right? Yeah. Yeah. That reminded me of that VTuber meme, which was like bottom left, which was like stupid and horny or something. So I don't remember what the bottom right would be. So Connie, are you... would you like to suggest it anyway? Hi Del, how are you doing? So for anyone who might be new, introspective art could be something like this, which was basically just you know, a snapshot of what I was feeling like at the time. Or like, this was about the perceptions of others. Choosing to ignore that reindeer? Why? What's wrong with him? Okay, you know what? You do have a point. Let's go with let's see. Oh yeah, you know what? This one works. I'm sure this is what you wanted, right? Oh dear. Oh, no. Ah. How do I put this away? Oh my god. Could... Okay. Jesus. Hello. Goddamn, guess what? What? Was just out of place with the other art. Yeah, that one wasn't by me. And well, yesterday I was recording late, so still a bit tired. Clip-worthy? Or if you say so. You know damn well what? I have no idea what you could possibly be referring to. Oh, you mean this one because it's so cute, right? This, oh yeah, you know, I am pretty proud of this one. The idea was something to do with falling in love, whether romantically or platonically or even with a thing like a hobby. Something about the new rush of excitement when getting into something or someone new. Relevant to Valentine's Day, but not necessarily. Oh, loving the colors? Oh, thank you. I am not usually very good with colors, so yeah. That means a lot. Thank you. Pulling your ears clean off? Aw. At least something about me will be clean. Okay. Let's have a poll then. Poll. Let's have 2 minutes. What draw? Getting out of my head or falling in love with something, someone, etc. Donk. 2-minute poll is up. Do your vote. Aw, thank you. Yeah, you know, the stream where I drew this, you know, I had this whole little arc where I thought like, hey, I wanna get back into just drawing just for the enjoyment of it, and I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do it with something that like I can motivate myself for, that just is nice to draw for its own sake. So, you know, I'm not afraid to say that is cute women, because women is nice. You know? But yeah, it was supposed to get me out of my head about art and just, you know, do it for its own sake rather than like for some greater purpose or whatever. But then doing it on stream and the stream not going the way I wanted it to, yeah, it kind of did the opposite. And so I'll need, at some point I'm gonna try to get back into it. I'll be Storyteller, thank you for hanging out, and yeah, take care. Hope to see you again soon. I'll see if I can start streaming a little bit earlier. Oh man, getting out of my head with 3 votes, falling in love with something or someone with 4 votes. It is a tight race. A bit of a tight race, but falling in love is winning. And I guess, you know, no. And it's a draw. Well, heck. Well, heck. I mean, to be fair, I did already cast my own vote. And I feel like I should take a backseat and go with what more of you guys wanted. And also, there's a non-zero chance that one of you guys was just like, "Here, I'm gonna make it a draw." So, you know what? Let's go with that one. So, where is it here? Equally balanced as all things should be. Of course, the purple person in chat would say that. Today's subject is falling in love with something, someone, etc. You should clarify it's not necessarily romantic. Yeah, that's why I'm putting with something. I think that should clarify it enough. Okay. The what person? The purple person. I mean, I don't know if it's for you too, but you show up as purple in my chat. At least. Okay. So, falling in love with something / someone. So, time to look inside, look inward and see, like, what do you associate with that? What images come up? What feelings? What color does it have? Do you want to approach it from, like, you know, looking back at, like, what it feels like, or if maybe even something current is going on? Or do you want to approach it from like, man, I don't I don't know how to fall in love anymore because I've been hurt too much or something like that, you know? If you don't have a color selected, it randomizes every time you enter chat. Oh. I think Dell is usually purple, though. I feel like that sounds right. But yeah. Let's start the timer. We're gonna have 40 minutes. Where the heck did I put the timer? Here we are. Not 7 minutes now. That is not the right one. 40 minutes. Oh boy, time to collect my brain and see if I can come up with something. Because, dear me, my brain has been in short supply today. I'm purple, even my streams and model has purple as favorite color? Yeah. Okay, so. Ooh, Apple Pen ASMR. How inspiring. What do I do? What do I do? God. Man, this is crazy though. Like, I used to be falling in love like all the time. But now it's feeling like kind of out of reach. Okay, I guess let's work with that. Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's start with this color. Let's start with that. Oh geez, that is the wrong kind of pen. Purple. Purple. Yeah, sure. Why not? It feels a little silly. But, yeah, let's just go with the first thing that came to mind. No sense in overthinking this. I'm not a fan of this. Oh no. Dear me. One thing I can also say is like this kind of art, it you know, it kind of frees you from, well, it's supposed to free you from being too concerned with like perfectionism, with making everything look good and stuff, and lets you focus more on just like trying out different stuff in order to get a particular effect. And as such, is like actually a really nice training, and also gets you out of your head. I mean, yeah. Let's make this more general. Yeah, I can see that working. Drawing. But yeah, that's fine. Actually, let's try what happens if we do this. I guess that's surprisingly subtle. Ooh. Oh no. He's so pathetic. Poor little guy. And now what about, hang on. Hell yeah. Oh no. I am, you know what? Hang on a second, I'm actually having fun, like, Note to self, I'm having fun with this. Like, it bears like noting like a lot. I am in fact capable of just having fun drawing. Ain't that something? Okay, there's half an hour left. So we got kind of the framing device. Now Goat Richard, hello. I feel like it's been a while, hasn't it? How have you been? I mean, a little while in here, at least? I'm not sure, actually. Huh. How are you doing, my squiggly friend? I don't know what that means, don't question it. Oh, okay. That's not the right kind of brush. Neither is this. Wait, that below, that was Morilla, right? Let's go with painting. There's something kind of satisfying about just trying out these different brushes and finding the one that just does the thing that you want. Oops. How is my fellow goat? I guess let's just keep it kind of like this for now. Kind of like this. We'll figure out the details later. Okay. Well, there's still plenty of time left. So, let's try and figure out something a little more specific for up here. Spécifique. Spécifique. God, I love the bottom part though. I did good work with that one. I don't know. Let's not worry too much about that. If specific comes up, it'll come up. If not, then not. Goat. Me when goat. Oh, hang on. Very nice. Now can I replicate this on the other side? Sure. Bara. Thank you for the submission. How was the process for you? Did you have an easy time with this one? You know, suddenly there's only like 20 minutes left. I guess I really shouldn't worry too much about like, oh man, I gotta make good use of the time and like figure out more stuff to put in, because like otherwise I'm gonna be finished too early. Like, no, Teiyu, that's not going to happen. Hang on now. So, if we have a shoulder here, then we have an elbow here. will quietly observe the goat. Thank you for quietly observing the goat, my dear kin. How are you doing, kin? What the heck is going on outside? Sounds like someone's dusting a trash can. Which, I don't think that's something that people do, so I'm not sure that that is actually the thing that's happening. Clean up this boy a little bit. Got some smudge on his face. Like some kind of big disgrace. Is the theme falling in love? I think I misread it. Oh, what did you read it as? Falling out of love. Oh dear. That, how did that happen? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I guess it's, you know, it can still work as like a take on the subject. Nosville! Hi, thank you for the streak. How is my favorite person named Nosville? Sorry, that maybe didn't come across as I wanted it. Well, hey, yeah, hey, hi. That looks great today. Oh, Relay, hello. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with it too. Okay, so there's shoulder, there's elbow, there's hand. Oh god. Bro, I can't believe that I'm drawing something that involves hands, and I thought like, oh, I'm gonna have too much time. Blah, 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 blah. Got another cuppa? Hell yeah. Get that cuppa. You get that cuppa, boy. At least this time I only have to worry about four fingers. 'Cause I got them 4 fingers. 'Cause I don't know. Why not? Duh. Oh. Wow. Hi. Oh, dear me. Hello. This is Tayu, your emotional support animal. I strive to create a comfy and safe environment for mental health and stuff, and on Sundays we do this thing which is like art therapy, but it's not art therapy. And this is little fairy. Hi. Thank you for the shout out. Little Fairy is a super comfy, very regular streamer who always streams in the evening usually. And, yeah. I can highly recommend if you need someone like during that time. I mean, you know, my evening, like starting in a couple hours.
This boss fight looks kind of fun. A bit crazy compared to rest of games. It was fun! We did it! Yeah. I fucking did it. Oh my god, she's hot.
Oh my god. Very supportive person, very comfy environment where you can talk about stuff, and it's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that you were having a collab. Fall Guys, yeah. Yeah. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. If you need to take care of yourself after a long stream and raid and run and stuff like that, then please don't be afraid to do so. Yeah. Clements, thank you for coming. Jude, hello. A random bear. Oh my. It's just a random bear in my chat. It's Raph. Oh my gosh. It is. Hi. Oh, also. Oh no. I just realized that y'all were raiding into an ad break. Sorry about that. Fake Namington, hello. And that Dexterity, thank you for coming with the raid and for the lurk. And also, Oweos, hello. It's okay. I tried holding him back when I saw. Okay. Up. Hang on. So, let me quickly give y'all a clear idea of what we're doing here with this short. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube.
Person. Sorry.
You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Yeah, come hang out sometime. Yeah, that's what we do today. On Sundays. Unfortunately, there's only like a quarter hour left for this round. If you're really fast, you could still join us today. I mean, you don't have to be that fast. Like, it's not that you need to like drop everything the moment the time runs out. We're going to be going through all the submissions and sharing our thoughts and feelings about those. Or, well, not about those, but like, you know, the ones evoked by it. And we'll get into that when we get into it. But yeah, also I'm glad you love it. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, today's subject is basically about falling in love, but not necessarily in the romantic sense, but like it could be about falling in love with a new hobby or something like that. And yeah. Basically, we try to just figure out like what are my feelings on this, what comes to mind, and yeah. I did a surprise stream, was happy to be able to raid a sweet bean such as you. Yay! I'm glad. Oh, Papa. Yay. Hell yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Up. This is a reminder you asked for. Go do the thing. Alright, I'll go reset the timer to like 15 minutes. And we'll keep working on this. By the way, follows are anonymous. So if you don't want to be shouted out for following when you're just trying to lurk, that is okay. I'm not gonna acknowledge your name. I'll just say thank you and move on. Also, this is a lurker-friendly stream. That is apparently something that needs to be said. I know that Nate does it. I don't know if I've ever seen a lurker-unfriendly stream. I guess maybe if the streamer is constantly like, man, why is nobody talking to me? Which, admittedly, I am maybe a little bit guilty of sometimes. Because I'm very insecure. But you know. Wonder what a lurker unfriendly stream is, right? Aw, I'm not always amazing in art. Sometimes I'm really bad at it. But I do very much try to create a comfy environment. But also I shouldn't say that I'm bad at art because I don't know, that's you shouldn't even be thinking about stuff like that, about like the idea that someone can be bad at art. It's like, you know, it's a process. It's the deeply human process of expressing something and, you know, turning it into like an experience for others to partake in. Hang on. Dang it. That is actually something we discussed on the Discord earlier. About like, what is art? How does art differ from other means of communication? And yeah. I think basically the thing is that it's an experience. It's not just directly like, here, this is how I feel, this is what I want from you, that kind of thing. But rather it tries to convey something like that through something that can be experienced with your senses, with, you know, besides like, you know, the senses that you use in order to decode regular language messages. I think it's probably keeping an eye on the viewer names and calling people out, or like as soon as they enter. Can it be something completely unrelated that I've fallen in love with? Yeah, yeah, it's anything, any kind of falling in love. It can be about falling in love with a hobby, with a thing, with a stuff. It's just about that feeling of like, wow, a new thing, and it makes me so, I don't know, whatever it makes you feel like. A new thing, a new person. Suddenly life is like full of wonder. Romantic or platonic. Any such thing. Okay. I feel a little bad for just copy pasting this hand. Self-love? I well, it's more about the process of like discovering something new, I think, that you're in love with, rather than, I mean, if you are newly discovering that, like, hey, I love myself, then that works. But it's not just about, it's more concrete than like just loving, I need you to little kiss. Yes, please do. Do not feel bad for using tools. Yeah, I know. Especially considering that, like, we are under a time limit, which is relatively strict, at least for me. Because I need to move on to the rest of this afterwards. I discovered self-love after that one Celeste stream 2 years ago, so I think self-love can apply sometimes. Yeah. Like I said, when you just discovered it and it's like, oh my god, right, I am wonderful. Wow, then that is a feeling of like falling in a sort of love. Folks can correct me if I'm wrong about this. I believe you can submit your stuff late. The timer has 10 minutes on it. Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, if you are quick about it and you want to join, then by all means. Okay. So, the only real deadline is the end of the stream. Even then, you can still send it in the Discord. In the !mark Discord. Also, yeah, I'm glad you're happy with yours. It's wonderful when you can do something like that and like this whole thing. And then, you end up with something that actually makes you happy. It's totes anonymous, not like my style is recognizable as hell. Yeah. Yeah, the forum is in place so people can, in theory, use it to be anonymous. But you enjoy it? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's more about like making it more open to new people. Most of us here are pretty comfortable with making it known what we did last summer, or for a submission, whatever. Need more 3D peeps in your community? Well, go recruit some. Oh, yours is quite different from usual style. Interesting. Can I make a squadron of 3D peeps if I recruit them?
Taiju,
Sure.
Taiju, how do you get 2 whales in AK? Start in England and drive west.
Oh, like 2 whales. Okay. I get you. Good job, I just know Hive. That's why I use career new font. It's generic as heck, so no one will know it's me. Wait. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you wanted to be anonymous this whole time, then you could have done it. Just had to not say who you were. Wait. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Okay, like 4 minutes left. Continuez à t'aimer, continuez de peindre, tendre la main et t'implorer. Reviens, continuez à t'aimer, continuez de peindre, tendre la main et t'implorer. Reviens. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, I just realized I didn't put the music back on. Oh no. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Teiyu is so charming. I went to the Friendship Olympics and was disqualified. The reason? No professionals.
Oh, I see. The Friendship Olympics. I was confused for a moment because I heard French Olympics. Hang on. Oh, nice. Okay. And now Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, Popo. Yeah, it's not a race. I feel exuberant. Aw. It's lovely. Hey, no. No hurry. Okay. Let's say this is done. Hang on. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Let's put this away for now. Here we go. Hello, Lolo Blue. How are you doing? Hurry, no! There's no hurrying here. Papa. Okay. Already got 5 submissions. Oh. Well, we're starting off strong. Where was the thing? Here's the thing. If you ever have an introspective art stream where you can't decide on a subject, you could just pull up a random Joy of Painting episode and try to follow along. Oh, I guess? Came back from a big lunch to celebrate Grandma's birthday. Huh. That's nice. I hope it was fun. Wow, T-Rex. He's so big and strong. Huh? This is so beautiful. It's like, huh. It's interesting how, you know, the pages of this book are so shiny. They're golden. They are like light gold. They're so meaningful, so precious. And then you see yourself reflected in them. That's a very interesting thing. Seeing yourself reflected in that hobby, like you connect to it in some way. Oh. Like I get that it's probably just supposed to be like, you know, like a way to show the face while not showing the face directly. But I don't know, I feel like there's something there about like seeing something, like connecting to something, like love. I think love is a lot about connection, about like identification, about, as I've put it before, I think, wait, what was it? What did I put it like? It erases the illusion of separation. Like it makes us feel more like, yes, we are one, you know? Your happiness is my happiness. And of course, this is less like, you know, a connection to someone, but like there's something there like about like how this is for me. This is where I find my passion. This is like something in myself connects to this so much. Like there is something there about like dinosaurs, about like the idea that like this used to exist so many millions of years ago, and you put yourself back in that time. It's like, oh my god, the world is full of magic. Like the possibilities, the fact that like the world used to look so different makes it like really expands your worldview, you know? Also, yeah, of course the T-Rex knows they got their riz, yeah. It's interesting how like it's also framed in like this way that looks like it would be romantic, like love at first sight, like, oh, hearts, sparkles, blushes, oh. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not about that. But just like, it has the same heart flutter, the same like, life is beautiful. Oh, so Blue Fox, don't worry about it. It's not a competition. Date Everything game? Yeah, are you familiar with Date Everything? Italian birthday lunches. Oh, I see. Such a nice feeling, and sometimes you can feel that way as an adult. The T-Rex looks sarcastic? I don't think so. There's something romantic? Oh, in the sense of the art movement about having a lifelong passion. That is a very fair point. A shiny dino book encounter, yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is everything I have to say about this. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. What's the commentary? I remember back when I was just 7 years old in school, I struggled with passion for many things at the time and really did not enjoy learning or academics. One day a project came up related to dinosaurs. I was confused and didn't really care until I actually started the research. I'd never found something so enlightening until that point. I fell in love with the life that our planet has fostered, the history of the lands we walk on, and how we shared it with magnificent creatures I'd never heard of. It unlocked a whole new world for me, and ever since then, I have at least partially dedicated myself to finding more out about them, as they have a very special place in my heart that most things can't really compete with. Thanks for hosting these streams, Teiyu. They mean a lot to me and others that participate. Okay, thank you. That is really funny because I mean not in the funny sense, not in the dumb sense, but like hang on, where was it? It unlocked a whole new world. It unlocked a whole new world. Hi there, good lord. What's with the rates today? Hello, hi. Lupus at Vulpus, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Let me Otis, can you please give a shout out? Thank you. Thank you for the follow. This is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. I strive to create a comfy and safe environment for mental health. And today, on Sundays, we do actual mental health stuff. Like this, which is kind of like art therapy, but it's not art therapy because I'm not a therapist, but it's a peer thing,
What?
you know. Oh god.
Imagine how the toilet though, so boring. It sounds like my old primary school.
For a retro-looking game, it feels tense, right? This is like your old primary school? That sounds terrible.
It does. I hope it was higher resolution than that.
What kind of primary school was that?
You seem so scared. Oh dear me. Are you okay? Are you okay, my guy? Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
You're not okay. Oh no.
For a second, I thought my eyeball pops out.
Oh no. Ah. Oh dear. How was your art stream? School bullies were different in primary. Oh yeah. I see you did art. Would you like to share some art tags? We are sharing art right now. Like yeah, we're doing kind of like art therapy. The subject is about the feeling of falling in love with something or someone, you know, a hobby or a person, you know, romantically or platonically. I don't know if anyone has ever fallen romantically in love with a hobby, but I'm sure it has happened. Yeah. Lupus Adolphus, thank you so much for the follow. By the way, how did you find me? It was good. I did some 3D sculpting. I sculpted my wife's persona on a cherry blossom. Ooh. Would you like to show? The links are open in chat. So, yeah. Also, but of course, if you need to raid and run after a long stream, that is also totally fine. Self-care comes first. But also thank you for the gigantified emotes. And also thank you for the follow. And Pookie20x, hello, thank you for coming with the raid. Mox Jaguar, thank you for coming with the raid and for the follow. Quest the Fogs, welcome in. I'm the WAF? The WAF? What does that mean? Right from the front page? Ooh. I looked on the main site and saw cute first owners, so I was like, ooh, you're there. Hell yeah, got another one. Thank you. I designed myself, but I didn't make the model, but I did design myself. And I'm my proudest achievement. You are now Shower Podcast? Hell yeah. That is the highest achievement. You're good enough to listen to while I don't really have the ability to listen to you because of the water. And thank you to other person who followed. Follows are anonymous, so if you prefer lurking, that is totally fine. Quest the Fox, hello. I already said hello to you. But you get another one. Where do I share it? You can just pop the link in chat. Or, you know, if somehow you would prefer to join the Discord, I don't know. There's also that. I don't leave the water on when soaping. Fair enough. There you go, let me catch up with chat. Today's gonna have some feels. Oh no. By the way, yeah, this is someone's submission. Submissions for this are anonymous, by the way. Yeah, the thing that
Hippopotamenstrosis squipdaliophobia, hippopotamenstrosis squipdaliophobia, hippopotamenstrosis squipdaliophobia. If you're afraid of big long words, here's when you should know a hippopotamenstrosis squipdaliophobia.
Indeed. Yeah, this one's what I drew, but we'll get to that one in more detail later. Yeah, just as a little to show y'all the stuff that I do. Okay. Hang on. I guess. Sorry, I was not prepared for that, right? Where do I put it in the Discord? Oh, there's an introspective art stream in the channel in the something category. Our gallery, I think. How goes life in this corporeal form? It is. Oh, it's been going places. Hang on. Speaking of dinos, have you guys seen that almost mummy-like ankylosaur they found a few years ago? I have not. I'm not familiar. Who dat? That sounds really cool. Also use you can also use the right. Sorry, I got some wires crossed there. You can just use the normal art channel. Dear me. Also, dear, wow, thank you for joining. Hey, God. Posted, thank you. Oh, where did you post it? Wait, where you posted? Where did you post it? Hang on. Search by. Ah. Hang on, I'm not seeing it. Ah, there we are. Other art. There we are. That makes sense. Ooh. Oh my god. Wait a second. Oh. Oh. The print and sculpt I did 2 days ago. Wow. Oh man, that 3D print is amazing. Hang on. Blue Fox, please don't push me. There we are. Wow, man, that is beautiful. God, that makes me want to get into 3D art and like sculpt stuff. Like, you know, I was talking about this earlier about like how good it is to have something that's like more tactile that you can really touch and stuff. God. Like I want to touch it. I want to feel the little filaments, the everything. Minor Floof, he did this in a couple of hours. Dear me. Good job. Whoa. Finish it in 5 hours. Jeez. And then I assume it's like painted, right? Like it doesn't come out 3D in color, right? Mino, right. Mino, thank you for the follow, by the way. It's all 3D printed in color. I didn't know that technology existed. Wow. That's crazy. This is freaking beautiful. And, hang on. So this was an older one, and this is what you were working on today? Gotta be right back. Okay, thank you. No worries. Wow. What program do you use for this? 3D sculpting. It almost looks like you're using that program that I have. Hang on. Putty 3D. But I have not figured out how to properly use this. It's just like... You just poke and pull at it like blue. Nomad Sculpt. Oh. They can 3D print organs for people these days. Jesus. That is intense. Oh, you guys didn't actually see what I just did. Sorry about that. I went into this guy. And, you know, it's, I don't know about this guy. it does not look very usable. Teach myself how it works in 1 to 2 months. Holy crap. That's impressive. Yeah. Dear me. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, let's get back to the thing now. Gonna put this away, and we'll move on to the next submission. This is the one we just had. Our next one comes right now. Mom. What? Thank you for the emote. Thank you for the kind words. I also do animations on the side like this. Ooh. Oh damn. Man, I do need to figure out how to do animations like this, with like vertices or whatever. You know, the whole tweening stuff. Because I got a bunch of emotes that I want to do that are going to be really hard to do without, you know, frame by frame. Hang on, this is a little hard to make out. So, so we got this guy, dude, smiling and got a big old head with like a smiling face in it. That face? I wonder, this face looks kind of feminine, doesn't it? Like maybe that's just me. In life today, it's fun. Frame by frame is too hardcore. Yeah, it is. Seems like a mask to me. But it's not on top of the. It's not on top of the actual face. I think this is more like showing the contents of the head. And it's like, It's like kind of hazy. It feels to me like that kind of feeling of being in love with like a fictional character, where you're just kind of like in love with the idea of them. You're just so happy with the idea of them, and it makes you so happy. Like, but it's like, you know, it's not something so really graspable. It's like just kind of more fuzzy. Just kind of this idea of like, oh man, these lovely eyes and that smile looking at me like, oh, if only, you know? Your avatar is very adorable, your chill vibes fit very well, thank you. Seeing the hand in there, maybe the idea is discovering self-love by peeling away personal artifice? Ooh, damn, maybe. Discovering self-love by peeling away personal artifice? Huh. That is a very, very Otis interpretation. Also, I guess it's also notable that, like, the head kind of expands. Like, you know, it kind of, like, the guy's focused on what's in his head, and the head is like filling up so much. So it's like really very focused on that, and it's like, yeah, kind of expanding and not in that sense, don't misconstrue that. Okay, what was the commentary here? This week was a tough one, out of my element, out of my own place, dealing with different format, physical wooden pencils and paper, different color palette to work with, and how some colors didn't work at all. Aww. Yeah, sorry about that. But I'm glad you still joined us. I hope you got something out of this. The paper turns into a mirror of the self-image. That is a fascinating idea, yeah. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Oh! Okay, hang on. Let me take a sip before I get into this one. I once had a dream about sprawling, alone in a void and limbs sprawling, a bottomless cell, my personal hell, and no one would help despite calling. A something once made my heart swell, and it felt for a bit like I fell, but unlike the dream galling, I found it enthralling, 'cause I knew that it would turn out well. Aw. I misread? What did I misread? A bottomless... Did I? I wonder, since your model is from Lemur, do you have any fun blend shapes? I don't... This one? I don't know. I mean, Lemur didn't do any rigging or anything. The first part? Aw. I once had a dream about falling, alone in a void and limbs sprawling. A bottomless cell, my personal hell, and no one would help despite calling. You said sprawling twice? Did I? I don't know. Physical art hard, colors not working as expected, but very end for reads. I'm glad you found them insightful. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So, this draws a very fascinating parallel between the two kinds of falling. Like, usually falling is not a good thing. Usually falling, you know, you would think when you feel like you're falling, it feels like you're weightless, you're out of control, you're probably about to hit something and you're not looking forward to that part. You know, you're moving downwards. But falling in love, it's still like that weightlessness. But, you know, it feels more like floating, I guess. And yeah, I guess you could say that maybe, you know, you feel like either when your heart swells like that, you know, you're just kind of falling, you're going to not hit the ground very strongly, very, very forcefully, but just softly, gently, like you're weightless. You don't build up a lot of, you know, kinetic energy because you're just so light. Or, you know, maybe in fact you will get caught by someone. Maybe someone will in fact be there to catch you in their arms. Oh. This is beautiful. Falling can be fun if you have a crash mat or a parachute. Yeah, falling in love. The feeling of falling is positive when you know you're going to be safe, yeah. Well, ideally. I think, you know, I've been on a roller coaster and I don't know, I think I'm not built for them because all I felt was just like, you know, kind of unpleasantly like uncomfortable. Also, welcome back, Mino. I hate roller coasters. Oh god, yeah, me too. Also, thank you for all the biddies. I never feel safe with amusement park rides. Yeah, relatable. It doesn't help that, like, I really literally felt like I was going to fall out of that swinging ship ride. Like, it did not feel like that little bar was going to hold me. So yeah. And I feel like I should have more to say about this. There's also, you know, of course, the contrast between being alone in that first paragraph wait, paragraph is not the right word, is it? Is it a stanza? Is that the word? And you know, in the second one, it's interesting because like the second one doesn't necessarily, in fact it kind of points to not necessarily a person being what made the heart swell. Because like it says something, which could still refer to a person, like, you know, maybe it's more like about how the person looked at you or something, or how they talked to you, or what they did. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily like point to, you know, someone else like saving you from this cell, that personal hell. It could also be more like finding something yourself that gives you that floating energy to feel like you're going to be okay either way. I feel like roller coasters are designed to be incredibly safe, but also make you feel like they aren't. Apparently that's why people like the old wooden roller coasters. Huh, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I feel like, for me, it felt like it was something about the way that I kind of always feel like a little bit detached. So it just kind of felt like my body was going through the panic while my head was just like, I don't get what I'm supposed to be getting out of this. Am I doing this right? I just feel like so bad right now. It's a beautiful feeling when you feel like you have hope for something to turn out well. Yeah. Yeah, man. So often things don't turn out the way I want them to. And I feel like this time I'm going to stop just hoping for anything ever. But like you kind of need that, right? You need to every once in a while just be filled with that emotion. Even if like in the end, like the hope doesn't turn out to be, you know, even though what you hoped for doesn't turn out to be the thing that you get. But it's still, you still need that thing that fills you with life. Hi there, phone. Okay. Okay. Let's read the commentary. Falling in love, especially but not necessarily with a person who might love you back, can be scary or thrilling. It can feel like you're plummeting into a terrifying void or into a universe of soft, warm marshmallows. I wanted to explore the difference between the two, and I feel like what separates them is finding safety at the bottom. In a nightmare, you fall into uncertainty and darkness. In love, you fall into a wonderful world you can explore, or into the arms of someone you can trust and be vulnerable with. I try to emphasize both the comparison and the contrast by composing a set of twin limericks, each using the same rhyming scheme but inverted from one to the other. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. That is so smart. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, right, yeah, man, that's... God. Your poetry is so good. Like, yeah, that is such a good point. Like, when you're in love with someone, when you're with someone, like, that is giving up control. You're not just like yourself, where you have like everything, you know, ideally, where ideally you know what you're doing and you know what you're going to be doing, you know what you're up to, you know how to read yourself. But you know, when you're with someone else, like you kind of, you have to trust them. You have to trust, like, hey, this person, they could have like not my best interest at heart. They could be, you know, like maybe I'm misinterpreting them. Maybe I'll end up hurting them. But yeah, but like also it just makes your world bigger. And you know, and when you truly love them and you really are loved back, then you can let yourself fall, and you will be safe. God, that is so good. I need to get going. I'm about to visit family with my wife for a weekly Mario Kart battle. I will be back and I hope you have a great stream. Take care. Thank you. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. It was been nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Yay. Ah, this is so nice. Wow, man. Good stuff. That is some good stuff. Okay. On to the next one. Oh. Whoa. 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 A fleet. That... Oh. Interesting. What an interesting take on the subject. So it's like, huh. It's flying. There's a... Either we're like at ocean level looking up, or this ship is flying. But like, this person there, filled with confidence, at the what's it called? The bow of the ship? If that's even the right word. And like they have like a whole army behind them. And yeah, the focus on the sky really brings like brings home like the feeling of like being high up, like floating above the world. And it's so powerful. Now the question is those other ships there, the colors chosen for them, they feel a little bit like they're supposed to be dangerous, like they're enemies. Although the first idea I got is that like they're, you know, they're all going in the same direction. They're like an army. God, this is reminding me of freaking Towards Her Light from Arknights. Where like it keeps comparing like her love to a battleship and stuff like that, which I don't know, is like, I have mixed feelings about that, but yeah, man, it's got some freaking Pirate King vibes. Like, I'm gonna be the king of the pirates, me and my crew, and yeah, feeling like the king of the world, on top of the world. There's going to be an ad break soon. Leadership energy. Yeah. Strong leadership energy. Interesting. Falling in love. Like, huh. I see, in the sense of falling in love, I get a sense of finding confidence in yourself, knowing that you are powerful, and knowing that you have other powerful people like covering your back, supporting you, and you are on this route together, going the same direction. The sky's the limit. Something like that. There's going to be an ad break, so I'm going to take a 5-minute break. You'll be right back. And 5 minutes. Here we go. That frustration of like, I know I have a thought there somewhere. I know it's like in there. Why is it not coming to me? Is it like under a pile of dirty laundry? to the dirty pile of laundry in the corner of my brain, and my thoughts are just underneath there. And then, like, internally, you're just throwing everything all over the place. Like, where is it? It's gotta be somewhere. How can I had it in my hand just now. How can I lose something that I just had in my hand? I just want you to know that I truly appreciate you providing us all this entertainment and joy. Oh, well, thank you, Ass Taster. I really appreciate that. Oop. Yeah. Aw, god damn it. At least we got an upskirt shot. That's the thing with numbers, too. The thing with numbers is that they go on infinitely. So that's how you get someone like, you know, all those multi-billionaires and stuff who have more money than they could ever possibly reasonably spend on anything, and still feel like they need to reach for more because they, you know, I think they have that idea that, you know, they need to be successful to be happy. And what does being successful mean? It means having the big numbers, but the numbers just keep going. So there's no... Well, my number is infinity plus 1, so beat that. Okay, my number is infinity plus 2. And so we are locked in endless battle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh wait. Oh wait, no. This doesn't work. What? Wait. What? Oh, that was something. Joru is evolving. I'm gonna be strong and a credit to the team. Look at him! Look at him! He's beautiful! I failed to read the Pokédex entry. Oh, that was adorable. I love him. I'll just give myself a headband. There we go. Hi. Oh god! Death and destruction. Oh, these tenders my loins. What the fuck was that? Towards her. I don't know why that made me laugh. Okay. I think I had this like moment of like I was just spontaneously saying whatever came to mind. Our love for you is an army, protected and served. When you're lost, unwanted cheese, your hope preserved. Hello. Falling in love, loving the world, loving the skies, the freedom, and being confident on taking the world with self-love and self-respect. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is what this is, isn't it? Okay, let's see the commentary. I don't know, I just listened to Darling I by Tyler the Creator and let my emotions guide me and let me hear. I would put more detail in the other vessels, but I also need to get ready for work. Oh, but this is very close to the mental image I got. Huh. Man, that is such confidence. What the heck? I want some of that. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, next one. Tok-tong, tok-tong. Tok-tong, tok-tong. Interesting. So these are like two dummies, or like, what's it called? Like a, I can't think of the word. Like those guys you put clothes on. And they're looking at each other. They're kind of, They are in fact mirror images. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is mirrored. Mannequins, yes, that's the word. And they seem damaged. It seems like they've been through a lot, and they feel kind of incomplete. But they find some fulfillment in seeing each other. It might be a mirror thing. It might be about self-love, because of how much it's like a mirror image. Maybe it's really looking in the mirror and seeing like, hey, I like myself the way I am, even though I'm lacking an arm. I don't have any limbs actually. I have a little stitch across my body, but I like myself, which is wonderful. Despite everything, it's still you. Yeah, that kind of vibe. It's a very cute smile. I wonder, is that an eye or a nose? Like the long vertical curve there. Huh. Either it's like a curved depiction of an eye, or it doesn't have any eyes. It's an eye, okay, no worries. I did see it as an eye at first. I read into it as more, oh my god, I'm not alone. Yeah, that also works. Like, yeah, there's someone like me there. And it means, you know, I'm not broken. I'm just like, you know, I found my people. I'm just this kind of person. Hope I got time, I'm rendering. Okay. No worries, there's still a bit of time. Okay, what's the commentary here? I drew myself as a training dummy, looking through a mirror, because I thought I was dumb, in the literal blind and deaf way, to not realize no matter how bad I looked, I was still a good person. Aw, that's wonderful. The safety of knowing you aren't the only person fighting this battle. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing this. Ooh. Hello. Oh. Oh. Gauze. Interesting. Wait, is that text? Is that text? That is text. Not amazing, unfortunately. But who said that? I hope that's part of the actual image, rather than being like some kind of commentary, like, oh my god, it didn't turn out well. Because I'm gonna have to. Not amazing. Oh. I'm gonna shake you anyway. One eye is not occluded by the blindfold, yeah. Huh. Interesting, so it's like, This goes even further in the damage direction. Like it's... The eyes are like... They're really damaged, they're really hurt. Is it horse blinders? Cause like the gauze at the bottom, like... And like the fact that the eyes are so... That the eyes are closed. I'm pretty sure they're closed, right? Yeah. Gotta take my leave. Okay, take care. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. And joining us. And yeah, they seem to be like red, right? Like, it feels like... You know, obviously the color isn't red, but it feels like that eye is like kind of hurt. Like there's... It's kind of... you know, blue, red, black and blue, something like that. Also gotta head to work. Okay, take care. Bruised. That's the word. Yes. Oh, red from crying. Maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe red from crying. I was like, yeah. Take care. I could see that maybe. The sense that I get from this, in the sense of like, you know, in the context of this subject, is that like this person has suffered so much, had their heart broken so much, that they are blinding themselves to any kind of love, to anyone outside. They don't want to trust anymore. And, you know, to the point that like, you know, their eyes are damaged, they have a hard time seeing, and now they carry like these eye patches to even cover them. But like the eye patches, they're opening up now. Yeah, I noticed the gauze. And yeah, like something is helping them get closer to maybe seeing again. Is telling them like, is removing that eye patch, is maybe making them feel like maybe it'll be safe again to open their eyes at some point. It's very vulnerable. The art style, the sketchiness, there's something very like shaken about it. Like it's shaky. It's like gruff and intense. Like it feels like it's carved into the page. Feels like there's such a roughness to it. Like I feel a lot of pain here. Yeah. And yeah, like the crying, red from crying thing, that does work well with that. Maybe it's not like a direct blow to the eye or anything like that. Maybe it's just they've cried so much like that now the tears are all used up. You don't want to have to cry anymore, so you're shielding yourself. Being blind could mean that... Wait, maybe it has to do with the fact that they're slowly opening up to the world instead of being blind, yeah. Being blind could mean that they're so hurt that they don't want to associate with the world anymore visually. to find peace instead of dealing with life. And with one patch, it might mean that they're slowly opening up after all the hurt. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Gauze. And yeah, they are prepared for, like, you know, more hurt. Maybe, the fact that they're carrying it already, maybe, you know, it could be seen as like, yeah, I'm gonna get hurt. I'm already so hurt. I need to keep reapplying the gauze and stuff. Or maybe it's like, you know, I do have the safety net. If I get hurt again, I do know how to deal with it. There's also a certain safety with that. Like, if you learn that you can be safe after such a blow, after such hurt, then, you know, it can help. It can help you be a little more open to taking those risks again, because, you know, you won't have any lasting damage. You won't die from it, you know? Okay. What's the commentary? Messy sketch, I can relate, lol. Trauma dump incoming. Sorry, I know it's supposed to be about falling in love, but blah. Oh, it's okay. The way I try to ignore any hint of potentially romantic feelings towards anyone feels like I'm wearing one of those pair of eye covers that horses use to not get distracted. Oh, okay, so it is horse blinders. I guess it's easy enough what the gauze pad on the chest represents. Hurt, trauma, even physical pain that comes with past experiences. At this point, though, I'm not even sure how much that gauze helps. I've been there for a few years now. I don't really know what else to say. I've only been ignoring this part of me ever since, but I really hope I can get out of this limbo someday, soon? Or maybe better, sometime in the not-so-near future? Yeah? Maybe? maybe soon. Hopefully soon. Hi there, Ryo-san. No. Oh, that's not a trauma dump at all. Don't worry about it. That is totally fine. It is fantastic, yeah. Okay. We got another submission. Are we analyzing the drawing? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you were spot on. Yeah. The subject is something, falling in love with something or with someone romantically or platonically. And hang on. Where's the thing? Here's the thing. Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be going for terribly much longer today. I'd say it could be purposefully hiding reality in some way, since the eye patch is off but the eye is still closed. Yeah, something like that. Okay, the next piece is animation, which hopefully will not blast our ears off when I start it. Okay. Oh dear. Blah blah blah. Wait, there is in fact sound here. At least at the start. Ah! Oh god. I didn't have to increase the volume that much. Sorry about that. Alpha, thank you for the lurk. Much love to you. Oh man. So the thing is, I have a little bit of extra context for this, because apparently this was actually inspired by the idea of falling out of love. Ooh! Oh, Mino, you're so good at this. Enough of this. I'm taking control of my life, trying to free themselves. That's the way to look at it. Yeah. Oh. Real. Man, God. Yeah, I have to stop streaming soon because my brain is starting to leak out of my ears. But yeah, it's interesting, like, one of them is so much bigger than the other. Why is that? You know, whereas sometimes, I mean, it doesn't have to be like the deepest look of like that kind of stuff. Sometimes like, man, this one is very small. That one is very big and has a very big scythe. The scythe, you know, scythes are often associated with like the Reaper or something. And the person defending themselves is just has a little dagger to defend themselves. Ah, a sickle, right. But yeah, they are successfully defending themselves. And like, yeah, now the way the camera swerves, it actually kind of ends up putting the small person at the top. Like, even though they feel powerless at first, they end up like, yeah, visually, metaphorically on top. Like, they are not that powerless despite being smaller. My original fallout of love was falling out of love with my moral compass picking a job to sell insurance. Could also be emotion in red and self in green. Ooh, man, you guys are so good at this. This is me in love with something. Oh, me in love with something. That is interesting. Me in love with something. So, could it be that this is implying a very obsessive, aggressive kind of love? Kind of a bit of a yandere vibe? Something that needs to be restrained? Maybe. I also really like the idea of like the two representing different parts of the self. Like the emotions are overpowering, and then there's maybe the rational part or something. Trying to hold it back, like, no, hang on. let's not go yonder. No, leave my ASMR folder alone. Okay. Interesting. Hang on, let me see what anyone has said. Immediately screams defense. True. Fighting own demons, but quite literally. Falling in love can be a fight. Hi, Ilva. People can threaten you and control you, and defending yourself means like you learn to draw and respect your own boundaries. True. Maybe emotion big, but even if you're small, you can still fight. Red could be fear. Oh, there's a lot of ways this could be taken. Could be some kind of hobby or martial arts. That's also something that could just be. It could also be like love for just like this kind of dynamic. Could be love for like this kind of action scene. It could be so much. Haven't paid attention to it, but both have pink eyes, so it could be the same person. True. Maybe they're both like motivated by love. That's why they both have like the pink eyes. God, so much you can see in this. Let's see, did you add commentary? This is my love of choreography as it makes me love animation and art. Oh, I see. So it is that love for like that kind of battle scene and stuff. Oh, and we got a new one. We got a new submission in the meantime. Wow. This one was a long time in the making, oh dear. Okay, thank you for the submission. Very fascinating one. This was my first time doing this type of sparks. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, huh. Ha 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 ha. A lot is happening. So, first thing is, like, there's this, there's this self, this head face of the self, like, melting away. Or, like, love struck, lovey-dovey, like, but then, like, I know that I can't quite tell in this state, but I know at least one of those other faces melting away are like the other aspects of this person. It's an interesting contrast how, like, on the one hand there's all like this melting away, there's just like getting soft and mushy and squishy, blah blah, but then at the same time it's all like in the background, so electrifying, so full of energy. And the only part not melting away is an aspect that I recognize as the more like erotic part of the personality. The more like passionate, let's call it. More passionate and affectionate and a little bit spicy maybe. Who is on top, driving the whole operation, like the one part that is still in control and like living her best life, just like, hell yeah, ooh, this is my vibe, that seems to be where all like the energy is coming from, and like maybe it's even like the warmth radiating from her that is melting everything else. It's so wild that like it's like there's a what is the word? A diffusion like the self is melting away. The all other aspects of the self. Like you're kind of losing yourself. Maybe losing, maybe losing like the rational part of yourself, maybe losing, I don't know, all sorts of other parts. I wonder if these are previous friends below the person on top. Maybe. Maybe the friend group's priority list. Huh. That's an interesting way to look at it. Maybe like the one on top is just like the only one that matters in that point. Everyone else can just kind of like melt away. kind of getting a little mermaid vibe when she's singing Part of Your World on the Rock with the waves crashing. Yeah. Maybe it has to do with letting go of versions of yourself that are not the real person, and the person on top is the real self, and it's liberating to finally being able to express the energy of your true self. There might be some of that. A little bit of like, you know, that part of me, something I might hold back sometimes, but now she can come forth in full force. I've been doing pretty negative interpretations. I wonder what that says about me. I wonder. It does have a lot to do with like just what we bring to the table, so I don't know. You're free to consider this question at your own leisure. I wonder, it does? I do wonder that if this has like, it does have kind of a halfway tongue-in-cheek like negative vibe to it, with like, you know, the bottom faces having this kind of this is fine attitude, like, oh, we appear to be melting. And musica. Oh. Alright, I'm curious to see what the commentary for this one is. Could not figure out how to make my idea translate to a drawing in the way I wanted, so I'm running late, sorry, no worries. Blushy blob woman in the middle is Sky, my true Sona. I drew her melting into a blob because when I'm flustered over falling for someone, I feel like I'm melting into a warm, soft, gooey puddle of adoration in a good way. The walls/masks melting away from her are Conifer, Kasarine, and Ira, some of my other personas that represent different parts of my personality, but not necessarily my whole real self. Oh. So, there might in fact be a lot more to it. About that, like, true self coming forth. Conifer is my mascot, who is a lot of positive things about me, but also the fact that she's my main Sona sometimes makes me think about my insecurity, about my real appearance, since she looks somewhat different from myself. Also, she doesn't have nearly as many or as bad of the mental health struggles that I do IRL. Conifer metaphorically melts away when I feel safe to be my whole vulnerable self. Suboptimal physical appearance and honesty about my health and all, and know I can be accepted for it. Aww. Kasarine is my trust issues and apprehension. She metaphorically melts away when I feel like I can trust another not to get angry and snaky, and to have a secret one-sided beef against me that they gossip about with their friends behind my back. Hang on, let me take a sip. Yeah. Not really? Oh dear. I mean, it's not about correct or incorrect anyway. Ira is my anger issues, but also abandonment issues, like where Yike's anger is motivated by embarrassment, overstimulation, and fear of people getting too close for comfort. Ira's anger issues are motivated by fear of abandonment, fear of people getting too far away. She doesn't like many people, but the ones she does like, she desperately clings to. She metaphorically melts away when I can trust that someone will not give up on me, and I feel secure in that friendship. Redhead in the back with huge goofy love-struck grin is Julana. She gets to emerge and flourish when I'm feeling flustered from loving someone, or just being very attracted. I drew her hair flowing all around cause she gets to be free, blowing in the wind, woohoo, a lot of excite. When she emerges, I feel less inhibited by the confines of my physical self, represented in my story by Kai. It feels more possible to love, be loved, love myself, and have fun. It feels so beautiful to think about someone I love. My heart feels like sparks and a rush of warm, tingly joy, in a good way. I try to portray that feeling with the background. Also, the clouds aren't because I feel like floating. It was more so because the lightning effects alone look too stormy and potentially negative scary. So I added the clouds to soften it and represent that soft, warm, fuzzy feeling. And the whirling circular lines in the background are for that feeling of exciting newness and pure thrill, drawn like glowing movement lines. I have had several conversations with a dear friend about the differences between the way we present ourselves online, willingly or not so much, and the way we come across in person. I try to be the most authentic I can, within reason, and I'd like to think I'm the kind of person who is capable of loving someone for who they are on the inside, seeing past the flesh prison my friends inhabit, and valuing them for their inner selves, values, skills, talents, kindness, etc. With many people I have loved, I have found them beautiful no matter what their physical surface level or appearance, because I value minds and hearts, and I believe that values, worldviews, and actions have more effect on how physically attractive someone is than their arbitrary role on the genetic lottery. There's a quote about it from The Twits by Roald Dahl that I can send you the screenshot of if you want more context. I'm familiar, yeah. So basically my choice to include Kai as the centerpiece of this was because if I can love my friends' true selves, no matter the shell they are contained in, then if someone truly loves me, surely they will do the same, and it will be safe to open up about things I'm insecure about. Aw. Oh man, that is really all positive. This is so positive. Aw. Yeah, I guess in this case I was bringing more negativity to it. My true self is all of them combined, but my true physical appearance is the blob in the middle. So less blob shaped, yes. I vibe with that commentary so hard, yeah. Aw. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely relate to that feeling of being in love. Like that's the whole point of having like a fictional character you're in love with. It's just to think about them sometimes and be like, you know, get that fuzzy feeling, the sparklies. Yeah. When, you know, you don't have someone real to really be in love with. Oh man. This is wonderful though. Thank you for sharing this. Okay. And finally, there's this guy. Here's what I drew. Pop, 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 pop. What does this evoke in you? It me. It do be me. What kind of feelings does this evoke? What kind of thoughts? Feel sponsored? What does that mean? Teiyu hug will wash away the sad. Aw. Oh, that is really nice. That is such a nice interpretation. God, this is always that awkward moment where I feel like I shouldn't be saying too much, but I need to. I want to keep talking. I don't want to just silently sit here while I hope that someone will say something, but I don't know because Twitch doesn't show me if anyone's typing. There are two sides of Teiyu: the fear, the anxiety, the uncertainty on the bottom, and the confidence, the positivity, and the warmth on top. Aww. And Teiyu accepts both. Aww. You're also sweet. And loves them either way. Oh. You're also sweet. Yeah, for me, the thoughts that went into this initially were like more about, you know, I was talking about this while I tried to come up with something that like warm sand, sunshiny relaxation versus tumultuous, stormy, cold, ever-changing water. Oh, It does feel that way, doesn't it? Yeah, like that I haven't been in love in a long time, even though like falling in love and feeling that loving feeling like used to be such a thing for me, like ever present almost. It made me made me think about that. About how apparently something must have changed somewhere, huh? So, honestly, like, this feels more like my current self. Manchimo, hi! Unfortunately, we're ending stream soon, but thank you for dropping by. Hi. Yeah, this feels more like my current self, just like looking at this, like, Matt, that used to be so nice. I used to be so willing to just like open my heart up. Like, gosh, what happened? And I know what happened. There was a time many years ago where I had like multiple like nervous breakdowns over romantic stuff, and yeah, that I still haven't gotten over that, and I need to tackle that. I want to be in love again. I want to feel that way again. Thank you for the hug. I will put on a life vest and swim out to drag you onto the sand and summon someone more qualified than me to give you mouth-to-mouth consensually. I don't think when someone needs mouth-to-mouth, it's just, when someone needs mouth-to-mouth, consent is like, I guess if they have a do not resuscitate thing, I guess that's a thing. And you know what I mean. Okay. It's a metaphor, okay. I still have some, but I've been carrying less and less, and I don't know if that's a good thing. That's for you to decide. I mean, you know, I used to definitely fall in love too quickly, where at that point I was not really falling in love with the people so much as I was just in love with the idea of being in love. I don't know. It's medical on one side, but like it's sussy on the metaphorical side, or it's not sussy, but like, I don't know, romantic. The point is, hi. Yeah. And with that, I think we're done for today. Cause yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that went into this. Like, you know, of course there's like, you know, Teiyu on top, like very, you know, open. The heart is like, it emits light, but it also, you know, the Teiyu takes in the light and it warms the heart, and it's just like, oh, weightless and open and stuff. Really love your stream. Oh, I'm glad you stuck around too. I'm happy to have you. Hang on, I need to freaking follow Lupus at Opus back. Hang on, let me do that real quick. There we go. Okay. Yeah. And then at the bottom, there's like, you know, like little melted blob, just like, you know, melted, not because of the feeling of, you know, melting away, melting into a fuzzy blob, but just like being stuck down here, like, bleh, I cannot reach up. I'm just a little blob down here. I cannot even reach for this memory. But yeah, man. Yeah, you know, being weighed down by the trauma as opposed to the weightlessness of, you know, feeling like you can trust someone, feeling like you can, like things are going to be okay. I will get on this year. It's high time. Okay. Let's leave it at that. Everyone who's been watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Please consider leaving a like and doing the subscribe and stuff. Yeah. Take care, bye-bye. And wow. Thank you for the clip.